So good morning students. In our previous video we have discussed till your the sum of the angle of a quadrilateral, or you can say your angle sum property of a quadrilateral. In our today's class we will continue from your interior and exterior angle of a quadrilateral. Now you can see here in the adjoining figure, means in this figure you can see here angles marked 1, 2, 3 and 4 are the interior angles. Okay, now see angle marked here, it is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all these 4 angles are called what? Your interior angles, because see these angles are in the inside part of this quadrilateral, so this is called what? Your interior angles. Now again you can see we have produced some angles in this outer part also. You can see one is T, one is named as T, another is X, Y and Z. Okay, now see this X, Y, Z and T, as these 4 angles are in the outside of this quadrilateral, so these angles are called what? Your exterior angles. Okay, so this is what you can see. If the sides of a quadrilateral produce in order, then angles marked X, Y, Z and T are called the exterior angle of the quadrilateral. So just I have explained here. So these angles are what? Your exterior angles of your this given quadrilateral. Now we have a next one property here, and the property is your exterior angle sum property. Okay, the way we have discussed about here the your angle sum property, in the same way we have another property here. This is called what? Your exterior angle sum property. Now see what it says is that if the sides of a quadrilateral are produced in an order. Okay, so you have to produce all sides in a certain order. The sum of the 4 exterior angles so formed is 360 degree. That means when I add angle X, okay, see, as we are talking about exterior angles, mean you need to consider the exterior angles. Okay, so X is exterior angle, Y is exterior angle, Z is exterior angle and T is the exterior angle. Now if I sum up the values to all these 4 exterior angles, so what this your property says is that the sum must be your 360 degree. Now to this your property we have a proof here. See, the proof is like that. Let ABCD be a quadrilateral whose sides are produced in an order forming the exterior angles X, Y, Z and T, and the angle marked, these are the interior angles. Now we can see here, actually to prove this property we'll use this figure, and you can see here, just I have explained, I'm repeating it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the interior angles. X, Y, Z and T are what? Your exterior angles here. Okay, then you can see here, you know that the sum of the angle is a linear pair is 180 degrees. So one thing you should remember here. Okay, now see here we have a line. Okay, and on this line we have another line. Okay, so when this type of angles is formed, then you should always know that when I sum of this angle A and B together, it gives me always how much? It is your 180 degree, and these types of angles are called what? Your linear pair. Okay, so this is linear, means actually what? It's a straight. Okay, now see these are actually in a straight form now, or so that's why it is also sometimes called straight angles also. Okay, see this angle A and angle B are formed in a straight part of this line. Okay, so linear means also straight, so you can say the both things. Okay, if you say the linear pair, then it is also 180 degree. If you say the straight angle, then also it is how much? It is your 180 degree. Now we'll take the help of this idea over here to prove our what? Your exterior angle sum property. Now see how to use. Okay, let me make it clear. First you forget about this part and you forget about this part. Okay, then you can see here on this line we have another line here. That means can I say angle T plus 4 is actually making what? Your angle T plus 4 is making a linear pair, which means I can write angle T plus angle 4 is your how much? 180 degree. Now I'll forget about this. Now come to this one. Okay, now you just rotate the figure. Okay, you just rotate the figure, you see from this side, so you'll observe that angle 3 plus angle Z is also making a linear pair. That means here also you can write sum of these two angles as how much? 180 degree. Now it's very simple. You can see here this 2 plus y, this is also again making a linear pair. Here also I can write how much? 180 degree. And again you can see for the fourth one, this is also, you have to just flip the figure, and you can see 1 plus x, if I sum up this together, here also I will get how much? 180 degree. So now see how to prove. just have explained here, angle x plus 1 it is your 180 degree, angle x plus 1 it is your 80 degree, 180 degree, sorry. So the reason is your y linear pair. Okay, again the secondly it is written here y plus 2 is 180 degree, so y plus 2, okay, this is again making a 180 degree. The reason remains same, it is because of what your linear pair. So we'll apply the linear pair for this and this also. So by this you write like this. And see here, if I consider, even they didn't wrote here, but I can consider this one is equation number 1, this one is equation number 2, and this one is equation number 3, and this one is equation number 4. And if I add all these your equations, all the 4 equations together, so in our last video also I have said that when we are adding any 2 equations, it is always understood that you need to add left hand side with left hand side and right hand side with right hand side. Okay, so now we see here, if I consider this part, okay, now see this is y, angle y plus angle 2 is in your left part. If you place your hand here, okay, this will be always in your left hand side. So that's why this combination of these 2 part is called what, your left hand side. Now if I place my, this is my right hand, and if I place, see this my right hand in the side of 180, so this 180 degree, this 180 degree part will be called what, your right hand side of an equation. Then see what we did here is we have added all this together, angle x plus 1, angle y plus 2, angle z plus 3, and angle t plus 4. Okay, now see here we have added all the left hand side parts. Now the next will, what we have to do, we have to add your right hand parts as well. So in right hand part we have what, 180 degree only, so you write it for 4 times, because you have 1 2 3 4 times here, so you add it for how many times, 4 times. Then you see here, now I'll combine. Okay, see angle x, angle y, angle z, angle t. Okay, so now the question is arises, why we need to combine. Why we need to combine is that, see, we are asked to find out the what your value of this x, y, z and t, and then we have to show that when I add angle x, angle y, angle z and t, it must give me how much, 360 degree. See, so that's why we have separated this part, and the remaining is your angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. You write in that way, so we have a plus sign here. Now you can see here, see angle 1, angle plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4. Actually this means what, actually we are making the sum of the interior angles of this quadrilateral, and we have proved here that your angle sum property of a quadrilateral, that means if I add angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4 together, it always gives me how much, 360 degree. Okay, that means in place of angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, can I write now 360 degree? Because the reason will be what, your, you can write the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Even it is not written here, but you can write it here if you want. Okay, then see here, in place of angle 1 2 3 and 4, I'll write how much, I'll write your 360 degree. The reason is what, your angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Then you can see here, the rest part is your, then see here, angle x plus angle plus y plus z. So this is what we need to find out, and in place of 1 plus 2 plus 3 we plus 4, we have brought how much, 360 degree. And again you can see here, okay, now see here 180 is added for how many times, 4 times. Okay, now if you add it for 4 times, it will give how much, it will give you 720. Okay, so you write here 720. Then you can see here, okay, then we know that if I transpose this 360 to the left hand side, then it will be whatever 720, as it is minus 360. Now see 720 minus 360, it will give me how much, it will give me 360 again. So see here now, x plus y plus z plus t, it is equal to how much, 360 degrees. So here we have proved our what, your exterior angle property. So your actually angle sum property for exterior angle, okay, of a quadrilateral. Now we'll proceed to our exercise. Students, now we have finished our introduction part for this your quadrilateral. Now we can start our exercise, that is your exercise 12. And one more thing here, see few more actually few problems are here in your example section, so all of you are asked to solve solve this example sections as well by yourself, and if you have any doubts there, you can ask us. Then see our exercise 12. The first question is that the three angles of a quadrilateral are 65 degree, 55 degree and 130 degree. Find its fourth angle. So by looking this question only, you can say that what to do here. Okay, so we know that by angle sum property of a quadrilateral, if I sum of all the four angles together, it is always equal to how much? 360. Then you can assume it for your fourth angle as a x. Then you write 65 plus 55 plus 130 plus x equal to 360. Then you add up these three together and you subtract from 360, you will get your answer. So I'm not going to solve this one, it is very easy. So I'll start from question number 2. So the question number 2 is that, see, the two adjacent angles of a quadrilateral are 75 degree and 125 degree. The other two angles are equal. Find the measure of each of these equal angles. Now see how to solve this one. So students, you can see here, I'm reading it out. The question number 2 for again. See here, the two adjacent angles of a quadrilateral are 75 degree and 125 degree. Okay, so we know in a quadrilateral in total we have four angles. Okay, and out of these two angles are given your as 75 degree and 125 degree. Now one thing is written here, you can see the other two angles are equal. That means the other two angles are equal means, see, this value to these angles are not known, but one thing I know is that value to both the angles are equal. That means if I assume one angle as x, then another must be x. Okay, because what is written here, the other two angles are equal. Okay, so I'll assume that the unknown angle is your x. That means don't get confused by why I'm assuming both the angles x. It is because, see, the value to the both the angles are equal. So if I assume one x, another must be x. Okay, so find the measure of the each of the equal angles. Okay, so we are asked to find out the measure to the both the equal angles. Now you can see how to solve this question number 2. Now see here, for this question I have drawn a random figure here which is a quadrilateral. I have assumed here A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Okay, and we are given that two adjacent angles are what your, one is 75 degree and another one is what your 125 degree. Okay, then you can see here I have wrote 75 degree here and 125 here. Okay, why I am writing like this? Because it is given in the question that these two angles are adjacent to each other. That means if I write 75 here and 125 here, then it is not correct. Okay, you cannot write here because 75 and this angle is actually opposite angle, not the adjacent angles. But in your question we are given that 75 and 125 is your what, your adjacent angle. Okay, so adjacent angle means you can place here or you can make it, because see, D and C, I have considered D and C one adjacent angle, but we have other adjacent angles are also here. D and C are adjacent, C and B is also adjacent, B to A is also adjacent, and A to D is also adjacent. So out of these four adjacent pair, you can consider any one, but it must be in the order of what, your adjacent. Okay, then see, in the question also we are given that these two angles are equal, and I have assumed that one angle is x, then another angle must be also x. Okay, so that's why you see here, let the equal angles of the given quadrilateral be x degree each. That means these two angles were equal, so I have assumed as x and x. So the other two angles are your 75 degree and 125 degree. Then see, it's very simple here. So now you can write by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. By angle sum property of a quadrilateral, what I can write, the sum of all these four angles must be equal to how much? 360 degree. So I'll start from A. That means that is your first is your x. Okay, then second one is also x degree. Then next is your, I'm moving in a clockwise direction, so write x 125. Okay, then this is your 125, this is your 75. So by angle sum property we know it is how much? It is 360 degree. Okay, then you see here x plus x always gives us how much? That is your 2 times of x. Okay, then 125 plus 75, it gives us how much? It is your 200. Okay, then this side what we have here? We have 360 here. Then see here, say as I need to find out the value to x, so I should always keep this x in the left hand side. Okay, so that's why I'll transpose this 200 to the left hand side, so the sign will get changed here. Okay, so it will be your minus 200. Okay, then you see here twice x, 360 minus 200, it is how much? It is 160. Okay, see here I need to find out the value of x but not the twice x. Okay, that means I don't need this 2 here, so I need to eliminate this. So if I divide both side by 2, okay, so I'm not going to write here. Okay, if I divide by 2, 2 cancel, then it will be your x. Okay, it will be also 160 by what? It will be your 160 by 2. Okay, or you can see you have shifted this to the 2 to the downside. Then 2 divides 160, it is your how much? 80. So therefore, so x is how much? 80 degree. Okay, that means these unknown angles are how much now? 80 degree each. Okay, now these unknown angles are 80 degree each. So that means now see I can write that this angle is how much? 80 degree. This angle is also 80 degree. Now we'll proceed for the another question. So students, now we'll solve question number 3. Okay, now see regarding question number 2, if you have any kind of doubts, then do let me know. Then see here we are going to solve question number 3 now. See, in a quadrilateral ABCD, okay, angle A equal to 150 degree, angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D. That means all these 3 angles are equal. Okay, then we need to find out what your angle B, C and D. Okay, so it's very simple like earlier one. First of all, you have to draw any random quadrilateral, then you name one as A, one as B, one as C, then you can apply angle sum property. Now see how to solve this one. So students, here we have the solution to the third number question. Okay, so just I have read out the question for you. Now you see the solution. Okay, here also first of all I have assumed a quadrilateral at random. Okay, it can be of any type of shape. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to draw in this shape. Okay, it can be of any shape. Okay, now see here we are have drawn and named as A, B, C and D. Okay, and one thing you should remember, okay, the name of your all the vertices are a quadrilateral, it should be of what? Your capital letters. Okay, you are not allowed to write here small letters. Okay, then you can see here angle A, it is given in the question 150 degree, and angle B, C and D I have assumed as x. If you have assumed one angle as x, then another two must be x, because all these 3 angles are equal. It is given in the question. Okay, then see here, let the equal angles of the given quadrilateral be x degree each. That means these 3 I have assumed as what? Your x degree, and angle A equal to 150 degree, it is given to us. Okay, so here also the same thing. I'll apply angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now you see here, by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Okay, so we know angle A plus angle B plus your angle C plus angle D, so the sum of all these 4 angles is equal to how much? It is equal to your 360 degree. Okay, then you can see here, okay, angle A means how much? It is your 150 degree, so you write here. Angle B means that is your x, C means also x, D means also x, so I just wrote it for 3 times. Okay, then you can see here 150 as it is here, x plus x plus x, it is for how many times? We have here for 3 times, so you write it as thrice x. Okay, then here also we need to find out the value of x. Okay, I don't need this 3 and 150. Okay, so somehow I need to eliminate these two. Then what to do? Okay, so as this 150 is in the plus form, so I'll transpose to this side, it will be what? Your minus. Then 360 minus 150, it will give me what? 210, and your thrice x is as it is here. Okay, now see, thrice x equal to 200, so then what we have to do? We just need to shift these 3 to the downside. We know this one now. 3 divides your 210 how much? 70. Okay, 70 times. then you can see here x equal to how much, 70 degree. That means from here now we can say that the value to all these three different angles is how much, it is your 70 degree. Now one more thing, you can check whether we have got the value of x is 70 degree, whether it is correct or not. Okay, now how to check this one? Let me see here. I got this is your 70 and this is also 70, this is also 70. Now how to know the value I have got here 70 is a correct or not? Okay, it may be false, there I may have some calculation mistakes here also. Then how to check? You see here. Okay, we know that by angle sum property, if I add all these four angles together, it must be give how much, it must give me 360. Okay, so if it gives me 360, then from here I will be clear that the whatever the value I have got here, it is correct. Then see 70 70 70, if I add it for 3 times, that is your 3 7 21, it will be 210. Now 210 plus 150, it will be 360. That means see, if I sum up all these four angles together, it gives me how much, it is giving me, it's giving me 360. So our answer to this question is correct. Okay, so students, we have solved question number 3. Now we are proceeding for your question number 4. Okay, now before to solve this question number 4, I want to say one thing that okay, first of all, you solve all the example sections and try to understand. Okay, and after this, if possible, try to solve the whole exercise by yourself, and in between this, if you have any doubt, then you can copy from these videos. Okay, or you can write it from there. Okay, so if possible, you should always try to solve all the exercise by yourself. Okay, if you cannot, then you can take help from other sources. Okay, so it is much more important, because for students, they have to know how to solve a problem. Okay, so if I give you, if you try to copy all these things, okay, then where is the utility of your own brain? So it is actually, it's I would say request to all of you, try to solve the every exercise. Okay, yes, we are there for you to help you, but your priority should be try to solve by yourself. If you cannot, then these videos are available there, or for further more queries you can let us know. Okay, now see how to solve question number 4. In the adjoining figure, P is a point in the interior of angle AOB, and angle AOB is given how much? It is given a 40 degree. And if PM is perpendicular to OA, this symbol I think all of you know, this is symbol denotes what? This is your perpendicular. Okay, on OA and PN is perpendicular to OB, find the measures of angle MPN. Now the adjoining figure means figure is given here. Okay, so we are given angle your this AOB, it is how much? It is your 40 degree. Okay, this is your you should know that right angle, your perpendicular means what? Perpendicular means it always gives us 90 degree. So you know this is symbol to denote what your 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree. Okay, even though it is not written here, okay, 90 degree, but from the question itself, okay, we can understand that actually this angle is how much? 90 degree. And again you can see here PN is perpendicular on OB. So perpendicular means what? It must be 90 degrees. So that's why it is symbolized like this. Then this is 40, this is 90, this is 90. We need to find out this one. Okay, it's very simple. Then you see how to solve this one. So students, this is our solution to the question number 4. Okay, the figure is that, see, from the alongside figure, okay, angle AOB equal to 40 degree, angle AOP is equal to 40 degree. It is given to us. Angle PM, okay, see, angle PMO means this angle is what? This angle is your 90 degree. Okay, the reason is that what? PM is perpendicular on OA. So let me see one thing. If we have a line here and over this we have a perpendicular here, okay, then this is a 90 degree and this is also what? Your 90 degree. Okay, that means see this interior, and this is the symbol to, okay, this 90 degrees denoted by this symbol. Okay, so that's why I'm writing PMO equal to how much? 90 degree. In the same way, PN is perpendicular on OB, so angle PNO will be also how much? 90 degree. Okay, and we are asked to find out angle MPN. Okay, so very simple, like earlier questions will apply what your angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Okay, now if I add up, okay, all the angles, then the angles are, you can see here, angle AOB, one angle is there. Okay, and you can write your next PNO, PMO and NPN. If I add up all these angles together, it gives me how much? 360. Okay, then you can see here AOB is how much? AOB is already given here, it is your 40 degrees, so you write here. PMO is how much? 90, so you write 90 here. PNO is how much? It is also 90, you write 90. MPN is not known to us, you write here as it is. Okay, then you see here 40 plus 90 plus 90, it gives us how much? It gives us your 220. Okay, 40 plus 90 plus 90, it gives us how much? 220. This MPN as it is. So as I need to find out the value of this MPN, so I don't need this 220 in the left hand side, so definitely I need to transpose this to the right hand side. Then if I transpose, it will be your minus, so 360 minus 220, this is your 140. Okay, so this is our value to what your MPN angle. Okay, value to this MPN angle. So here we have finished our question number 4 also. So remaining questions, we have a few more questions are there, we'll solve in our next classes. So this is what for our today's class, and thank you.